Hello viewers, welcome to Sharing Minds channel. In this video, we are going to see how to create an impressive resume using Microsoft Word and convert it into a PDF. So this resume template which I'm going to share with you is a bit costlier outside, but I'm going to share for free. I have uploaded this template in my web blog and I have given the link in the description. You can just go there and download it and start editing as I show you in the video. So let's get into the video and see how to build it. So this is the link I have given in the description. You can go there and here you find the professional resume template in Word. Just click onto this and it will download the template. Let me open the download template. So it takes a while to open the Microsoft and load the template there. Let's give few seconds. Here it is. So here you see the enable editing. So click on to that. Ensure that you save the template so that you don't lose all your updates there. So I have saved it. So you can do saving by like go to file, save, or you can do Control S keystrokes. Here let's start with the first thing, change your name and the role, current role which you are doing, you have to mention it here. And the next key part is the experience summary. So this is very important because the recruiter is going to read your summary. They are not going to read your fifth or sixth page, which is very long. A recruiter is going to get like hundreds of resume every day. So they are going to read just through the summaries and see if they had to go a next step with your profile. So ensure like you update your key summary here. For example, you can write it like I have working in IT industry for 13 plus years, gaining the experience as project manager, or you can write product owner, scrum master, whatever your experience is, and which domain you are expertise in, whether in healthcare or banking, retail, whichever domain you are expertise in, and what are your key highlighting skill set and also your key accomplishment you can mention here. So that is going to add value to your profile. So this section is very important. Please ensure that you create it, you write up the things in a very impressive way, all your experience summary here. So if the recruiter is happy with your experience and it matches with the opportunities he is looking for, so you would scroll down and see what is your background. So this education part is important too. So you have to mention your master's or bachelor degree. So I prefer not to mention the high school because it's not needed. If your bachelor's and master's, that should do. So mention your university or school name, from which day to which day you have done your degree, and mention about your score GPA. If you think your score is going to impress the recruiter, please do mention. Otherwise, it's really an optional one. You need not mention your GPA. And don't forget to mention your awards or honors which you have received. So that is very important and that shows like how responsible you are and very keen interested in your career. So that is so important. If the recruiter still feels like okay, your education is good, you have good experience, he would scroll down and see like whether you really have the experience and skill set which you have mentioned. So don't forget to mention all your certifications achieved and when you did your certification. So this is very important, though you have to mention it. And then comes the work experience. So you can write down in the order like what is your current company, what are you working for right now, and then you can go in the previous experience order you have. So mention your company name and the job title you have right now, and from which day to which day. If it is your current, so write from which day to current, and what is your responsibilities. So before start writing your responsibilities, write a two-liner, very brief about your job or the project which you are working in. So that will give him an insight like which project you are working in and how critical the project is. Please do not mention about your client or customer or any application name which is very sensitive. Please do not mention that, because the recruiters would not like to see the data of other company. You can be very specific, not specific, very high level, mentioning about the business. Maybe you can say, I work in the provider part of project in healthcare insurance company. So that is at very high level. Provider is a general term, and healthcare insurance everyone knows about it. So you can be in a very high level terms, and mention your responsibilities and what you have achieved in that project, but keep it short and in the form of bulletins, so that it would be easy for them. And other tip which I'm going to do is like bold few keywords in your responsibility, so that the recruiter need not read through all the bulletins which you have given. Only the key highlighted points, the bold ones, he can look into. So that's how you have to fill your work experience. And let's move on to the very important part of this resume. So this is the profile picture. So any recruiter or any organization would like to receive only the genuine profiles. So in order to ensure that you are the owner of the profile, like if you are comfortable, feel free to add your photo, passport photo here. So that would make sure like you are the owner of the profile, and if when they have the video call, they would be comfortable about it. So let me show you how to change here or to add your photo. So just click on to this section like this, and you see the picture format here. So go there, and here you can see the change picture part. Just click on there, and I'm going to upload a picture here instead of the passport photo, but you can upload your passport photo there. So this device, I'm going to upload the sharing minds uh, picture. You can upload your passport picture here. Let's move on to the next part. So contact number. Okay, let me get there. So this is very important. Once the recruiter thinks you are the right person for that job opening, he is going to reach out to you. So ensure you give the right phone number you have. If you have any extension to it, please add to that. And also email ID. This is very important though. And also the Skype or any mode of communication where you are reachable at. So mention that too. And next thing is skill set. So why I have added the contact and skill set in this separate section is, as I said, the recruiter is going to see at the first page, and the first page is going to impress him. So all these information are going to come up in the first page along with the experience summary. So let me show you quickly how to edit the skills. So just click on to this section. You would see the chart design menu popping up here. Go to chart design and click here the edit data in Excel. Just click on to that. It will open up the Excel sheet. Wait for it. So here you see it has opened up the Excel sheet. Now I'm going to add and edit a skill set. Let me add Selenium to this. And I know Selenium 100%. How much you know, how confident you are with that skill set. Make sure that you list down that as well. So let me edit Java J2E. Let me say just like Java basics. I know like 75% of this. So I'm done with the edit. Just save it by using the keyboard strokes Control S, and I'm going to close this. So you see it is all automatically like updated here in the skills section. So that is very easy, and this is going to be really impressive. And let's get into the next section, like key expertise. So what you are good at, like you are good at coding, you really love coding and you are good at it, and you are very creative and innovative, like solving the problems. So you can mention all those other skills here apart from the technical stuffs. And next section is about hobbies. These things going to appear in the page too. So when you say hobbies, like few people might not feel comfortable listing down the hobbies, it is fine to remove it. Select those hobbies section and just do the delete, it would go away. I'm doing a undo control Z, so that I just want to explain like who wants to mention the hobbies. So if you think like you have a very unique hobby and that is going to impress the recruiter, for sure like add that hobby. And if you think like, for example, if you might have an hobby of creating mobile app programs, so if you have an hobby of doing a game coding or creating games, please do add that. That is going to impress your recruiter. And moving on to references, this is an important section. So if the recruiter feels like you are the perfect person, so he wants to go ahead and schedule the interview, he would need the reference details. So mention it in your profile to make the process very faster. For sure, the recruiter is not going to reach out to the reference until you acknowledge him or her to go ahead. But it is better to mention the references here. So, who you are going to mention as references? So, you have to mention someone who you have closely worked with and they would vouch for you. They would give a good feedback about you. So, mention their name, where they are working currently now, in what position, and their phone number and email ID too, so that it would be a genuine reference, and in future when they need they can reach out to them. For sure, like don't mention your spouse name or siblings in the reference section, because that would not add great value to it. So mention someone, your colleague or whom you have worked with. So those names, at least two reference can be mentioned here. So this is about like the profile update. So let me show you like how to convert it to a PDF, just like this. So why we need to share your resume in PDF rather than the Word? So when you share a resume in Word, there are chances someone else might misuse it or edit it or tweak it as their own needs, or they can make a copy of it too, which is unwanted. So it is better to share your profile resume in the read-only format, for example in PDF, so that no one can edit your profile. What you sent is your final profile, the resume. So let me show you how to create this PDF format. So in Microsoft Word, there is a feature called export. When you go to file, you can see this export. So here you have this facility like create PDF or XPS document. Just click on to that and you can save the template wherever you want, and that will create you a beautiful PDF. So you see the profile looks very impressive, and it look more good when you add all the details here with your experience. So I believe this profile, this resume template is going to be of great use to you. Please do like this video, share and subscribe, and thanks for watching this video. Thank you. Bye.